Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Bradley Franco, Creative Director with WFF016, and welcome back to yet again another weekly Franco Fix. I think this is episode 60. I don't know. Despite everything going on, the Franco train is still moving forward, and please remind me to never ever say that ever again. This has been an eventful week, as always. My weeks are pretty eventful, not gonna lie. Shooting videos with firefighters, shot some videos for a couple local businesses, and got a really fun project with Vibe Coworks. Stay tuned. I also have a super secret meeting that I don't want to ruin the surprise just yet. But if you stay tuned, I will probably mention it next week. Yeah, next week seems like a good time. Other than that, Delilah and I are doing fantastic. Thank you for asking. And so in today's episode, I wanted to talk about something that I've really been thinking about lately, and that is habits. Those are habits, and that is but it's plural. And those are habits. In a nutshell, that's kind of weird to say. Habits are the building blocks of our everyday functioning. They really allow us to do the things that we do without spending an exorbitant amount of time thinking about it. Mental habits are definitely important too, whether they're good thoughts that lead to good things or bad thoughts that lead to anxiety and depression. For the last 3 months, I've been tracking all of my habits, 5 specifically, and that includes my morning routine, which is reading, meditating, my lovely affirmations, telling Delilah I love her, and doing my bed. And then I have an evening routine, which is pretty similar. And then exercise, my daily exercise. I also have a fun one, which is basically an experimental habit that every 30 days or so, I switch it up. Last month I did cold showers, which I still do today. Try them out. And I'm still thinking about cutting out caffeine for 30 days. That sounds terrifying. But I see the benefits. And last but not least, alcohol free. I'm hitting 120 days here coming up soon. So if I can do it, you don't have to. You can do whatever you want. As the day comes to an end, I open up my handy dandy bullet journal and I color the ones that I've done and I have not done. This has actually been a really good month so far. I've been really losing the words that I wanted to say. Adamant? I think that's the word. If it's not, what does adamant mean? Refusing to be persuaded or to change one's mind. Does that work? I feel like I used it right, so we're just gonna go with it. And what's interesting is when you can associate your success, your feelings, your emotions, with how on track you are with your habits. You guys want to see good old March? You see there? All that blank space? It was still a good month. It could have been better. To be honest, a big reason why I started really making sure that I follow through with this is every time I do the things, on a daily basis, it helps me, for one, feel very grounded. And it also gives me some sense of accomplishment. It's really tough to go about life when you don't know where you're at, if you're making any progress, if you don't understand why you feel a certain way. What's really helpful too with the way that I set out my bullet journal is I also track my sleep and I also track my emotions. I know, right? Where you at? Come on. Where you at? Page 17. And here is my yearly mood tracker. With each and every day, I color it a different color depending on how I feel. I have different colors for excited, calm, focused, manic. I think I've had 2 of those. Where the real magic happens is when you have these all tracked, your mood, your sleep, and your habits. And I've found this to be super helpful because it's a tangible way to track intangible progress. The most important habits in my eyes are definitely the ones at home, because if we can't get the habits down that we have at home? What makes us think that life outside of these walls is going to be any different? A few books, if you're interested, that I've read recently about habits are High Performance Habits, Atomic Habits, and The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. If you have any recommendations for any books about habits, I definitely would love to hear about them. I hope everyone has a beautiful week. If you haven't checked the weather already, it's gonna be nice. And for those that are feeling cooped up and need someone to talk to, Delilah and I are available. So if you'd like someone to talk to, just shoot me a message or give me a call. Sure, why not? My name is Bradley Franco, Creative Director with WFF016, and this has been your Weekly Franco.